All right, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Mike Lowy, Lowy Trading Academy. We about to get into it, bro. We absolutely killed it today. Check this out, right? So, spot was a little choppy in the morning, right? I mean, this was disgusting. I would not trade there at all. This breakout, oops, sorry. This breakout and retest, I would have taken probably. But you got this right there. I don't like that. We got, a lower low or a lower high. I don't know. If we made a higher high, sorry, I meant to say, like we probably could break above it, but then if we break above it, I don't want it because then we're just bearish divergence on the 5. So it could just be a sweep and reclaim. Plus, we'd be going into this sell zone. I mean, 15-minute. I don't like it. Not for me today, fam. So I do not touch SPY on days like that. However, there are other names that we do watch, and we watch them for a reason. AMD, we actually, I mean, I could have caught the whole reversal. I called it in the chat, but I don't think anyone sent it. So that's probably good they didn't. But we go over the watch list. So I did say SPY above 65823 to 662. So 65823. Sorry, I moved my levels around. And then to 662, so 6615. But I think it's going to go to 662, and then that would be the drop. But that's why I'm not touching it because I already got my money for the day. So not worried about it. But shoot, I meant to bring that back. Okay. And that was the trade for SPY on the watch list. Tesla. Tesla below 391 to 383. That did not hit at all. That was oh no, this one hit. What one didn't hit on my watch list? We'll see. One of them didn't hit. But Tesla, we caught right here. As soon as this broke below, I called out in the chat. Entered Tesla, super fast play, out of Tesla. I was literally in and out. I was in and I was out. So it was a 5-10 minute trade, and I was done. I hit from 390 to 385, $5 move in like 5-10 minutes. So and then AMD was great. Yep, AMD was nice. So Tesla, sorry. Let me collect my thoughts on Tesla. If you had your chart like this and you mapped out what I told you from the watch list, you would have had below 391 to 383. Okay, here's 391 and here's 383. Okay, so obviously it didn't go all the way to 383, but just so you guys know for future reference, if this ever happens and then we getting close to that take profit and we bounce, right? That's okay. Now, as soon as this happens and we bounce again, that's not okay. So now we need an exit plan. All right. Well, if it breaks this, I'm out because it's gonna be my stop loss anyways. So we wait for that. Boom. Final one. Get out. Done. Final push. Out. 2 minute was actually where's the RSI? Did I delete the RSI? What the hell? Damn. That's so weird. Why did my RSI just go away? All right. I do 80-20, no middle band, and that's all you need. Right, that's how you can tell. So right here, you can see that we made a lower low and a higher low. So I'm not gonna stay in that trade. That's bullish divergence. We just bounced. It ain't looking too strong. I'm out. And I tell you guys too, right? Like I told you today to get out. So fire. AMD people ate on. This was the best trade of the day for sure. See, it's chopping now, but AMD below 196 to 182 is what I was originally wanting. I wanted that huge drop. I want this so bad, but I guess we didn't get it today. So it is what it is. But I entered, so pre-market, I had said, this 208.60, this previous day low would be a good reject. AMD, I like that. I wanted that 208 reject right here. Boom. All right. So I want that 208 reject right here. And then sure enough, we get that 208 reject right off open, right? So that was the first candle. So as soon as this candle closed below my next level at 205.80, I entered. I called it out to the chat once we broke here and got this pullback. And then trimmed, took profits. So that was great, right? Played it fantastically. If you listen to me, you banked, right? We took it 204 to 197. So I mean that's a pretty big move. And then we did catch this reversal, but I called it out, but we didn't enter it. I didn't want to be greedy after that whole downside play. Um, but that was great. I mean, that was great, right? I re-entered a little bit right here just in case we did push through with a stop loss of right here. Obviously, I stopped out, but that was just my lotto, just in case it did break this. But it didn't, so we called it a day. And then people in the chat as well. Boom, $80, 200, 150, 200. Boom, these are all mine. 70, 13, 50, 20, 25, 10, 32. Those were the two runners that I stopped out on. 210 on the day, 52%. Like that's great. These are great returns. 380. Come on, y'all see it. So it's there. Look at AMD, bro. Wow. So curious. I mean, SPY going. Uh-huh. That's a good one. 658 to 663. I almost got that. It is like that story. It's like the dude's in the water and he's drowning. And he's like, oh, looks to the Lord for help. And then a boat comes. He said, no, the Lord's going to save me. And then another boat comes. He said, no, the Lord's going to save me. And then he died. And then in heaven, he asked Jesus, he said, why didn't you come and save me? He said, I sent you two boats. It's like, I love that. One of the people I follow for trading had said that story. And I'm like, man. Sometimes I do think about it, like I could be a little bit more greedy if he's sending me these, if I'm getting these juicy setups, but I've yet found the heart to actually do it. So for me, I'd rather just deal with the FOMO than deal with like the mental of being in another trade, risking profits, even though this was nice for sure. Oh, great to take profit. Oh my lord. If we reverse this whole thing today, that would be crazy. Yeah, we're in the golden zone. If we break above that 665, we could reverse that whole play. That's wild. It's wild. But all right, y'all. It's your boy Mike Lowy. Hope you learned something. This is how it goes. This is it, right? All of these are fire.